All right, welcome back.
United
We
528
are getting ready
Minneapolis Center,
to
squawk
start our
normal, push
descent
onto Quebec
into
approved,
Minneapolis.
12
We're currently at Minneapolis Center. So let's go ahead and get
Normal
inside here.
Let's push on to Quebec and
Go through our
212
descent
left.
flows. So,
United 528.
Delta
seatbelt, no
881,
smoking sign
wind
on.
140
We don't have
at
platform yet.
14, fly runway heading,
ATC
runway
will assign it.
12 left, cleared
Course
for
is
takeoff.
set. And the ILS
cleared for takeoff,
is
12
tuned.
left, Delta
11030 and 11030. Okay. Barrow is set. Altimeter is armed. We're going to do an auto brakes 3 landing. That's at a speed of 146, flap 30. Radar is facing down, and TCAS is set to below. And we have our
Center United
HUD
528. I'm going to temporarily cancel the request to push and start. My clearance was runway 17, so I need to redo my takeoff calculations before I push.
United 528, Roger. If you'd like 17, we can do that. That's no problem. The previous controller didn't tell me which runway, so I was just giving you the closest. But if you'd want 17, we can certainly do that.
I'll go ahead and stick with the 12 left that you assigned me. I'm just going to redo the calcs. It's a shorter taxi distance, so that's preferable on my end. So just give me a minute. United 528.
Roger. Delta 3914, wind 140 at 14, turn right heading 215, runway 17, cleared for takeoff.
Right 215, clear for takeoff 17, Delta 3914.
Viper 7 Charlie Charlie, 7 miles from Gopher, cross Gopher at or above 3,000, cleared RNAV runway 14 approach. Practice approach approved.
All right, cross Gopher at 3,000, RNAV for runway 14 approved, 7 try.
Delta 8762, radar contact, climb and maintain 10,000, 10,000, and say altitude when able.
10,000, 10,000, and passing 3,000.
Delta 8762, roger, turn right direct brewery.
Right direct brewery, Delta 8762.
Delta 4790, wind 130 at 12, fly runway heading, runway 15, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 13, is that? I think that's a 15.
I don't know why I did that. Delta 4790, runway 13, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, flight runway heading runway 13, Delta 4790.
City Center, Delta 499, Powerball 350. Mike X-rays on the ground jet to Minneapolis, pick up our IFR to Midway.
Delta 499, Minneapolis Center, radar contact, good evening. Delta 881, Minneapolis Center, radar contact, say altitude.
Delta 881, climbing through 3,800.
Delta 881, roger, turn left heading 360, climb and maintain flight level 340.
Left 360 and climb flight level 340, Delta 881.
Minneapolis Center, November 10, Mike X-rays on the ground at Minneapolis, pick up our IFR to Midway.
November 101, Mike X-ray, Minneapolis Center. Cleared to the Chicago Midway Airport, Colt 7 departure. Dell's transition that has filed, climb via SID, accept maintain 7,000. Expect flight level 390, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 133.4, squawk 3662.
November 10, Mike X-ray is cleared to the Chicago Midway Airport via the Colt 7, Dell's transition as filed. Climb via the SID, accept maintain 7,000. Departure frequency 133.4, squawk 3662 for 10 Mike X-ray.
November 101, Mike X-ray, read back correct. I'm going to put the ATIS back up in a second. Previous controller took it. So Minneapolis altimeter 3019er, expect run 12 right.
3019er, and we'll expect 12 right for 1 Mike X-ray. Thank you.
Delta 3914, radar contact, say altitude.
Pass 4,800, port 7, Delta 3914.
Delta 3914, roger, climb and maintain flight level 340 and proceed direct Lucky.
Up to 340, the right Lucky was Delta 3914.
Delta 2278, advise you have the weather for Fargo. Expect ILS runway 18 approach. Sun Country 1124, descend via the Muscle 3 arrival, runway 12 right, transition, Minneapolis altimeter 3019er.
Okay, descend via the Muscle 3 arrival, runway 12 right on the transition, and altimeter 3019er, Sun Country 1124. Okay, so...
Delta 2278, did you copy the last?
Negative.
Delta 2278, advise you have the weather for Fargo, expect ILS runway 18.
So we'll go ahead and accept ILS on 18, Delta 2278, and yes, you do have the weather.
Delta 2278, turn right heading 010, vectors for the approach, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain 6,000.
Red 010, descend 6,000, pilot discretion, will speak with this Savannah, Delta 2278.
I think it's
Delta 4790, radar contact, climb and maintain 10,000, say altitude.
5,700 for 10, 10,000, Delta 2790, 4790, and right turn direct route.
Don't think I gave you that yet, just checking your altitude. Delta 8762, climb and maintain flight level 380. Delta 4790, clear direct brewery.
Clear direct brewery. Yeah, that was my mistake that time.
8,000 in the box.
Center United 528 requesting pushback in Minneapolis.
Ready to go.
United 528, push on to Quebec route for 12 left.
Push on the Quebec for 12 left, United 528.
Well, Minneapolis, Delta 627, looking to pick up our IFR to O'Hare.
Delta 627, Minneapolis Center. I'll have PDC for you shortly.
Thanks.
Delta 2209, descend via the Muscle 3 arrival, runway 12 left transition. If you want the right side, let me know. Minneapolis altimeter 3019er. Delta 1252 contact.
Relax and enjoy
Toronto
this
Center,
descent.
125.77.
125.77 for Delta 1252.
November 29376, contact Chicago Center, 134.87.
And Minneapolis, Delta 881, do you still want us on heading 360?
November 29376, Minneapolis. November 29376, Chicago, 134.87.
134.87,
Delta 881, yep, sorry about that. Clear direct, Smurf.
Correct, sir. Delta 881, thanks.
See, I had to keep you from hitting somebody, and then, you know, when I have trouble getting readbacks, it takes a little longer.
Yeah, no problem at all. Just thought I'd check. Delta 881.
Nope, thanks.
I'll tell you what.
Delta
I
2278.
freaking love
Turn left heading
PMDG
360,
aircraft.
descend and maintain.
Like every single one of
3000.
them works so smooth. It just freaking works. You never have to worry about any BS.
Piper 7
Plug and
Charlie
play.
Charlie.
Great
Runway
performance.
14,
Has to have
clear
great
to land.
performance because it
Clearly, I'm
has to work on
14, 7 Charlie
Xbox.
Charlie, thank you very much.
Like Phoenix is the same way. They just work. And I think that's what sets them apart from like even, you know, I'd call them the young up and comers like Any Builds. Like Any Builds makes amazing aircraft as well. But you know, there's always a lot of updates. Like whereas like Phoenix and PMDG, like when they put a product out,
maintain flight level
like
380.
it works. Like you can jump in and fly, which is incredibly important. It doesn't matter how pretty and what kind of BS an aircraft has in it. If it can't fly,
Center November 121 Mike X-ray is ready for taxi.
then it's not good.
November 101 Mike X-ray, runway 12 right, taxi via Whiskey 10, cross runway.
I mean, like I was gonna do that. I was gonna fly the FS Labs A320 Neo
Once you right via Whiskey,
with the new Pratt & Whitney updates. And don't get me wrong, that is a beautiful aircraft. It's the system depth in that plane is incredible. So I'm not gonna short the credit to FS Labs, but I'll tell you what, the reason I'm not flying it downstream right now is because it was so heavy on the performance that my 4090 was choking up when I tried to go out of DFW. It was using all the VRAM, like 95% of my card's VRAM. Like, which again, it's an experimental, so I want to make that clear. Like, they need to have time to tighten it up, which I know they will, but like, you never have that issue with Phoenix or PMDG. They just go. And that's what will always set them apart, in my opinion, and what makes them true professionals. And I know people want to get pissed off about PMDG charging people, but the bottom line is, you may pay them the money, but that shit works. And that's great. I jumped in the 737-900 and it worked flawlessly. Every time I jump in the PMDG 777, it works flawlessly. I guarantee you, when the 747 comes out later this year or early next year, that shit will just work. You won't be messing with your settings or any other BS to try to fly that plane.
78, 10 miles from Kenny, turn left heading 210. Maintain 2,500 until established on the low climbs or cleared ILS runway 18 approach.
202,500 until low climbs to clear the ILS runway 18.
Minneapolis Center, good evening, Giants, 9876.
Giant 9876, Minneapolis Center, good evening.
Good evening.
Sorry, I'm just on my rant right now. I was just thinking about that. Like as I was flying, I was like, man, this thing is just smooth as freaking butter.
Arrival latest Foxtrot, departure 8 Sierra, current at Minneapolis, altimeter 3019er. And information Bravo, current at Omaha, Omaha altimeter 3005.
Or if we could just figure out how to get the U.S. to have freaking CPDLC on VATSIM. Ridiculous. It has it in real life, and yet for some reason the U.S. ATC refuses to use it. Like, and I'm not saying like they have to, even if they don't want to go the full ATC or the full CPDLC, but abso-fucking-lutely, they have data clearances on CPDLC in the U.S. But we can lag behind, I guess.
Center United 528 holding short runway 12 left at Minneapolis.
I'll be honest with you. I think they just don't want it because in the U.S., when you're flying across the Midwest, everybody would just roll CPDLCs the whole time.
Wind 140 at 14, turn left heading 090. Runway 12 left, cleared for takeoff.
Turn left heading 090, runway 12 left, cleared for takeoff, United 528.
November 101.
And I think the controllers want to interact more with you. And that's totally fine. I get that piece. And that's why I'm like, hey, listen, just add data clearances so that we can get our clearance without having to, like they send us these old school PDCs on VATSIM. And I'm like, you're doing it anyways. Just do it through the data clearance system so we can get an immersive experience and use features of these planes all offer now. And then we'll talk in the sky so that, like, when I'm flying over Kansas and Nebraska, like, I don't use CPDLC. I'll talk to you. You know? But it is what it is. I'm just a squirrel trying to get a nut, man. That's all I'm trying to do, man.
Delta 2278, wind 130 at 12, gust 22, runway 18, cleared to land.
Okay. Coming into clouds here, so we're going to go boom, boom.
So what if you're to land Delta 2278?
Cypher 7, Charlie, where are you parking tonight?
I'm going to go over to Signature, what is it, Technic Air, 7 Chai.
Over by the tower?
I don't know where the tower is at, quite sure. I think it's the Technic Air. I'm just going to get off here at Alpha 2, if that's all right, 7 Chai.
Cypher 7, Charlie, taxi via Alpha 2 Bravo.
Alpha 2 Bravo, 7 Chai, thanks.
Center Delta 1549, IFR 2, but never mind, I see the PDC.
Sun Country 1124, advise you have Foxtrot, expect visual 12 right.
I have Foxtrot, and we'll expect visual 12 right. Sun Country 1124.
Center Delta 2409, we can get started down the next 20 miles.
Delta 2409, I gave you your descent back about 100 miles ago. Descend via the Muscle 3 arrival.
Muscle 3 for 2409.
I know that sometimes happens if I give it early. You read it back and forget. It happens.
All good. 2409.
Okay.
United 528, radar contact, say altitude.
4,000, United 528.
United 528, climb and maintain flight level 390, present heading for now.
Climb maintain flight level 390, maintain present heading, United Flight 28.
November 101, Mike X-ray. Radar contact, say altitude.
November 101, Mike X-ray, I'm just bumping off at 7,000 here.
Minnesota Delta 2278, our pitch trims are completely broken. We're going to go ahead and disconnect apologies for the flight Delta 2278.
Delta 2278, roger. November 101, Mike X-ray. Climb and maintain.
Airport's right out in front of us.
390, proceed direct, oh my. Or correction, proceed direct Delta.
Up to 390, direct Delta, 1 Mike X-ray.
Yeah, this can come off now.
United 528, turn right, heading 220. Right heading 220.
Turn right heading 220, United Flight 28.
Get back on that profile.
Northwest 576, Denver is offline, radar service terminated, frequency change proof.
Oh, the Northwest. Yeah, baby. I need to do some Northwest ops, maybe tomorrow night.
Did I say the wrong airline? Northwest 576, Denver's offline, radar service terminated, frequency change proof. Well, let's try somebody else. Delta 499, contact Chicago Center 134.87. Delta 499, Minneapolis.
Go ahead for Delta 499.
Delta 499, Chicago 134.87.
34.87, Delta 499.
United 528, keep the right turn going, fly heading 270.
Right turn heading 270, United 528.
November 101, Mike X-ray, traffic 10 o'clock, 5 miles, mostly opposite direction, slightly right to left at 737, 15,000. He's turning to go behind you.
Copy the traffic for 1 Mike X-ray.
United 528. That much.
Logo light on.
United 528, turn left direct, oh my.
Turn left direct, oh my, United 528.
Minneapolis Center, good day. Delta 2186 at flight level 290, descending via the K Killer 2 arrival for wind 30 west.
Delta 2186 Minneapolis Center, good evening. What arrival did you say?
Killer 2, I believe.
Delta 2186, Roger, I didn't understand you the first time. Killer 3 arrival. Descend via the Killer 3 arrival, runway 12 right transition, Minneapolis, altimeter 3019.
Is that for 2409?
That was for Delta 2186.
Sorry, could you repeat that one more time? I didn't quite catch you there.
Oh my God.
Delta 2186, descend via the Killer 3 arrival, runway 12 right transition, Minneapolis, altimeter 3019.
Descend via the Killer 3 arrival and runway 12 right, and the altimeter was?
3019.
3019, Delta 2186.
Sun Country 1124, descend and maintain 4,000.
Descend and maintain 4,000, Sun Country 1124.
Delta 2409, advise you have information. Foxtrot, expect visual, 12 left.
Minneapolis, Delta 627, gate Gulf 14 with Sierra, ready to push and start.
Delta 627, Minneapolis Center, good evening. Push on to Bravo, approved for 12 right.
Push on a Bravo approved, Delta 627.
Delta 2409, did you copy?
Go ahead.
Delta 2409, advise you have Foxtrot, expect visual, 12 left.
We have Foxtrot and visual 12 left for the 2409.
Minneapolis Center, this is FedEx 0207 Heavy, flight level 380.
FedEx 0207, Minneapolis Center, radar contact, good evening.
Good evening.
Approach mode.
Minneapolis Center, Delta 2186, just to confirm ASD
In the airport.
right, correct?
Delta 2186, affirmative, runway 12 right transition.
Heard that, 12 right transition, Delta 2186.
Speedbird 270, Winnipeg is offline, radar service terminated, frequency change approved, so long.
Select mode. Gonna turn me in here? Minneapolis Center, Sun Country 1124. Just checking in, make sure you didn't forget me.
Sun Country 1124, turn right heading 090.
Turn right heading 090, Sun Country 1124.
Yeah, sorry about that. Sometimes when you're trying to track people who are sleeping, it does do that.
I hear you, no worries, man.
I mean, if everyone could get their read back quickly in one shot and not fall asleep, we'd all be good. Delta 2409, descend and maintain 5,000.
5,000, 2409.
Nice, he put me right on the ILS.
Sun Country 1124, airport 1 o'clock, 15 mile.
Hey, firm, airport in sight, Sun Country 1124.
Sun Country 1124, cleared visual approach, runway 12 right.
Cleared visual approach, runway 12 right, Sun Country 1124. Approach mode. Yeah, when it's bad like this, and there's a bunch of kind of people on not paying very good attention, and I start getting too far downwind, I've learned that you always got to check in because they're just distracted by having to wrangle people. One time I went one guy took me 20 miles downwind. I learned that the hard way. And he was like, "Oh, my bad. Told me to descend to 3,000." I was like, "Bro, I'm about to run into some." I was like, "I'm about to run into some mountains here. If you don't tear me downwind."
Delta 1549, Minneapolis Center. Squawk normal, push on to Bravo for 12 right.
Squawk normal and
look.
Get out of the way and Delta 15, please run.
Minneapolis Center, this is United 027 Heavy, with you at flight level 320.
United 027, Minneapolis Center, good evening.
Minneapolis Center, Delta 3914.
Delta calling Minneapolis, standby. Delta 2409, traffic 10 o'clock, 9 miles, opposite direction 737 at 4,000. A little far away, but do you have his lights?
Negative, we're looking 2409.
Delta 2409, roger. Well, thought I'd try. And the Delta, go ahead.
Delta 3914, we're trying to set my climb goes to 380.
Okay, localizer glide slope cap. What's this do?
Delta 3914, confirm you said climbing, you wanted to climb this flight level 380?
Yes, please.
Go around altitude.
Delta 3914, climb and maintain flight level 380.
Climb and maintain flight level 380, Delta 3914.
2500.
Sun Country 1124, wind 140 at 14, runway 12 right, cleared to land.
Cleared to land, runway 12 right, Sun Country 1124.
Delta 2409, turn left, heading 210 vectors to final, descend and maintain 4,000.
Left 210 down to 4,000, 2409.
Delta 627, ready to taxi.
Delta 627, runway 12 right, taxi via Alpha, cross runway 4 at Alpha, and advise you have Sierra.
We do have Sierra on board. We'll head over to 12 right via Alpha, crossing runway 4, Delta 627.
Delta 8762, Denver Center is offline. Radar service terminated. Change to advisory frequency approved.
Over to you, contact ATC, and have a good night. Delta 8762.
You too. United 528, contact Chicago Center 134.87.
Over to Chicago Center on 134.87. United 528. Thank you. Have a good night.
Okay, 5DME will drop the gear.
November 101, Mike X-ray, contact Chicago Center 134.87.
Over to Chicago 13487. We'll see you at 1 Mike X-ray.
Delta 2409, do you have the field in sight?
Paper.
Delta 2409, cleared visual approach, runway 12 left.
Clear visual 12 left, 2409.
Delta 2186, you're descending way low, way early. Pay attention.
1,000.
Sorry about that. What altitude would you like us to hold it? Delta 2186.
Now you should be descending via the Killer 3 arrival.
Sorry, that. We'll take a look at our chart. Sorry about that. Delta 2186.
Okay. Across.
Last craft calling Minneapolis Center. Say again?
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Giant 9876, climb and maintain flight level 380. Delta 4790, Denver Center is offline. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved.
100.
Well, the Unicom for Delta
50.
4790. Have a good night.
30.
We'll see you.
20. 10.
Delta 2409, wind 140 at 14, runway 12 left, clear to land.
12 left, clear to land, 2409.
Okay, reverse it out.
Sun Country 1124, 2 right turns, taxi via Whiskey Delta.
Alright, 2 right turns, taxi via Whiskey Delta, Sun Country 1124. Have a good one.
Delta 3914, Denver Center is offline. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved.
Well, the Unicom.
Delta 627, wind 140 at 14.
Okay,
Fly runway
come
heading,
up.
runway 12 right, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 12 right, we'll fly runway heading, Delta 627.
Did 2 right turns, but
Minneapolis Center, Delta 807 will see you, flight level 240, climbing to flight level 330.
Cathay 807, Minneapolis Center, good evening.
Minneapolis Center, 027 Heavy. I need to take a bathroom break for about 5 minutes.
United 027, that's approved.
Okay.
Center Delta 1549 with Sierra, ready taxi.
Delta 1549, runway 12 right, taxi. via Alpha, cross runway 4 at Alpha.
Taxi via Alpha 12 right, cross runway on Alpha 15%.
Coming for Hotel 6. Yeah, Hotel 6. I think this is us right here. Hotel 6.
Delta 627, radar contact, say altitude.
Passing 3,200 for Delta 627.
Delta 627, roger. Turn right direct, zipper, climb and maintain flight level 310.
Right direct zipper and up to 310, Delta 627.
Delta 2109, where do you park?
249's going to call 17.
Yeah, I said 21. 2409, taxi via Quebec Delta Alpha.
Quebec Delta Alpha 2409.
I don't see why every time you land now with GSX, if like it's weird. It always resets, and I have to like reboot it. I don't understand if it's like a bug. Well, it's clearly a bug, but okay. So let's go to the overhead. And request deboarding. All right, welcome to Minneapolis. I will see you on the flip, and next time we fly out of Minneapolis, we will be headed down to or over to Philadelphia. So, see ya.